In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 most dangerous cities in America. Before starting, do like the video and subscribe to the channel for future updates. The crime rate is the main factor in determining where families choose to settle. Despite widespread perceptions of rising crime at the national level, fewer Americans believe that crime is rising in their personal communities. According to Pew Research Center, just 32.5% of property crimes against families and 40.9% of violent crimes were reported to the police in 2019. The majority of violent and property crimes in the United States are not reported to the police, and those that are frequently unsolved. Number 10. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago routinely makes news as one of the most dangerous and violent cities in America. Chicago has a population of 2,746,388 people, yet its crime rate of 39.26 per 100,000 people makes it 67% more dangerous than the U.S. average. In Chicago, there were 26,620 violent crimes in 2020, including 774 killings. A significant part of violent crime can be attributed to gang warfare and violence, which is closely tied to the drug trade. The majority of the gang violence in Chicago is concentrated in the areas where the gangs are active. It's common knowledge that the south side and west side of Chicago are the most hazardous neighborhoods. The most violent neighborhoods in Chicago are Inglewood, Austin, East Garfield Park, West Garfield Park, and Washington Park. Number 9. Stockton, California. Over 311,000 people live in the city of Stockton in the Central Valley of California. It's recognized for its vast history, extensive cultural legacy, and significance as a hub of agricultural and transportation. With 322,120 persons and a crime rate of 4,259 per 100,000, Stockton, California is 82% riskier than the average American city. The probability of becoming a victim of violent crime in 2022 was 1 in 79, with 4,047 cases. Out of that total, there were 2,883 assaults, 918 robberies, and 56 homicides. Among Stockton's neighborhoods, Civic Center, Park, Lakeview, and Seaport are the most dangerous. It's crucial to keep in mind that Stockton has recently faced various challenges, such as a high poverty rate and a bankruptcy filing in 2012. The city has still made significant progress in addressing crime and safety issues by collaborating with neighborhood groups, making investments in public safety infrastructure, and putting community policing programs into place. Even while there is certainly cause for concern over crime statistics, many community members and leaders are working together to make Stockton stronger and safer for all residents. Number 8. Lubbock, Texas. With a population of 260,993, Lubbock has a crime rate that is 121% greater than the national average. In Lubbock, there were 5,196 crimes per 100,000 people in 2020, including 2,856 violent crimes. Among such violent offenses were 2,169 assaults, 431 robberies, and 28 homicides. Overall, the probability of becoming a victim of a violent crime was 1 in 90. There were 13,858 documented cases of property crime in Lubbock. Dunbar, Maxey, Chapman Park, Tech Terrace, and Jackson were the most hazardous neighborhoods. Although these statistics show that Lubbock has certain safety and criminality-related problems, it's important to keep in mind that crime rates can vary greatly through various places and communities. Local law enforcement, as well as Lubbock's several active and safe neighborhoods, are cooperating to fight crime and build stronger, safer communities. Number 7. Detroit, Michigan. Due to its high crime rate, Detroit is one of the deadliest cities in the United States. Out of a population of 632,464, Detroit has 5,389 crimes per 100,000 inhabitants. The crime rate in Detroit is 130% greater than the national average. In 2022, 14,430 violent crimes were reported, affecting 1 in every 44 persons. There were 330 murder charges, 1,850 robbery charges, and 11,560 255 assault charges among them. Moreover, in 2022, 21,258 property offenses were committed. The riskiest neighborhoods in Detroit were Franklin Park, Fiskhorn, Warrendale, Van Steuben, and Greensbrier. Number 6, New Orleans, Louisiana. With a population of 376,971, New Orleans has a crime rate of 5,864 per 100,000 people, which is 150% higher than the national average. The risk of becoming a victim of one of New Orleans's 5,221 violent crimes in 2020 is 1 in 74. Out of that total, there were 201 homicides, 1,106 robberies, and 3,200 assaults. Moreover, 18,098 property crimes were committed in 2020, including 2,039 burglary and 3,526 charges of assaults in moving cars. The most dangerous neighborhoods in New Orleans are Lower Ninth Ward, Wake Lake Forest, and Pines Village. Despite the fact that the city has made great efforts to address safety and crime-related issues, it's important to keep in mind that New Orleans crime rates can vary significantly among its many neighborhoods and boroughs. For instance, the New Orleans Police Department has implemented a variety of community policing initiatives and made an effort to develop stronger relationships with local residents and organizations. Municipal officials have also invested in public safety infrastructure and programs to support at-risk families and teenagers. Many community members and leaders are committed to building a New Orleans that is stronger and safer for all residents, even if there is still much to be done. Number 5, Baltimore, Maryland. The historic city of Baltimore in the U.S. state of Maryland is well known for both its pivotal role in American history and its vibrant arts and entertainment scene. Sadly, Baltimore has also been renowned for having a relatively high crime rate. Baltimore has a violent crime rate of 6,170 per 100,000 individuals and a population of 567,498. As of 2020, there were 9,532 violent crimes and 18,370 property crimes reported, making the overall risk of becoming a victim 1 in 17. Baltimore has an exceptionally high rate of violent crime with 177 homicides in the first half of 2022. In Baltimore, gang activity and drug usage are two important risk factors for violent crime. The riskiest neighborhoods in Baltimore are Cherry Hill, West Baltimore, Greenmount East, Fairfield area, and Pulaski. Despite the fact that the city has made great efforts to address safety and crime-related issues, it is vital to keep in mind that Baltimore's crime rates can vary significantly throughout its many districts and municipalities. Number 4, Albuquerque, New Mexico. With a population of 562,599 and a crime rate of 63.56 per 100,000 people, Albuquerque is 171% riskier than the typical American city. In 2022, there were 7,552 violent crimes, including 80 homicides, 1,439 robberies, and 5,592 assaults. On average, violent crimes affect 1 in every 75 persons. Property crime is a problem in Albuquerque as well. In 2022, there were 5,075 burglaries, 18,131 theft crimes, and 4,965 car thefts. The most dangerous neighborhoods in Albuquerque include Quigley Park, La Mesa, Jackson area, and Crestview Bluff. Number 3, Oakland, California. One of the most dangerous cities in California and the U.S. is frequently Oakland, which is to the east of San Francisco. Oakland, which has a population of 433,823, has a crime rate of 6,459 per 100,000 residents, which is 150% higher than the state's average and 175% higher than the national average. 5,714 violent incidents, including 2,515 robberies, 2,730 assaults, and 103 homicides occurred in 2022. The bloodshed in Oakland is primarily the result of gang violence. Oakland's most hazardous neighborhoods are North Stonehurst, South Stonehurst, Caballo Hills, and South Prescott. Notwithstanding these changes, Oakland has recently made noteworthy progress in addressing crime and safety issues. For instance, the Oakland Police Department has engaged in a number of community policing initiatives and made an effort to establish stronger relationships with local residents and organizations. Municipal officials have also invested in public safety infrastructure and programs to support at-risk families and teenagers. Number 2, St. Louis, Missouri. The second most dangerous city in the U.S. is St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis has a population of 239,210 and a crime rate that is 234% greater than the national average. St. Louis had 7,847 crimes per 100,000 persons in 2020, with 6,107 violent crimes and 17,399 property crimes reported. Among the 6,107 violent offenses, there were 4,278 assault cases, 1,242 robberies, and 263 murders. In general, 1 in 50 people will become the victim of a violent crime. The riskiest neighborhoods in St. Louis are Peabody, Darst Webb, Hamilton Heights, Walnut Park West, and College Hill. Number 1, Memphis, Tennessee. The deadliest city in the country is Memphis, Tennessee. With a population of 628,127, Memphis has a crime rate that is 237% higher than the national average. Memphis has a violent crime rate of 7,913 offenses per 100,000 population, which is highly high. In 2022, there were 15,318 violent crime incidents, including 12,484 assault cases, 2,134 robberies, and 289 murder counts. The 4 riskiest areas in Memphis are Shelby, Forest, Frazier, Downtown, Parkway Village, Oak Haven, and White Haven, Coral Lake. So what'd you think of this video? Do let us know in the comment box below. Please like it and subscribe to the channel for our future updates.